Hey ladies, we are coming at you with the challenge question. So we ended our last podcast with a question.
So what women want to know, here we are.
Here we are, and we're going to get real with you today, of course. The question that we asked is just, as we were wrapping up the routine series, where are you on this journey? And just understanding, how am I going to approach this routine? Like what step am I at? What season am I in?
It's good.
So we just really wanted to share where we are because, oftentimes when you're listening to people speak, podcasts or wherever, it's like, oh, they have it all together. They've written this ebook and they've got it all figured out and things must be going so well and so smoothly.
Are you ready to see the bumps today? Because we're gonna show you.
Yeah.
It's real. So Jamie, what about you? Out of those kind of three parts of our model, the time with God, setting your God goal, and working the plan, where are you at in that journey, or what needs a little more TLC?
Yeah, I think for me right now, in the last month, actually has been time with God.
Okay.
So that first foundational step that is so important to me, I've let slip. Just that, not that I'm not in the Word. I'm singing worship and I'm listening to worship songs, but I'm not spending the dedicated time that I was so loving and desiring, that really shaped a lot of what I was able to bring forward in this podcast series. But it slipped away and I haven't protected it, and so I can start. I'm feeling the effects of it. I'm feeling more stressed out. I'm getting more anxious about just various things, just not achieving enough. I'm starting to get into some of these mindsets of not moving fast enough. I'm not doing XYZ. I'm just not good enough at this. All of these things are starting to creep in, and I'm starting to realize, it's because I haven't sat at the feet of Jesus in a dedicated time that I used to protect every single morning, before I started the day. So,
wow, that's a good reminder for me because, I think with me, I'm in wedding planning season. For those of you who don't know, I am engaged and getting married later this fall. It's so true. It's like our first fruits of our time, giving that to God. That's been really hard for me too, to do that on an every day or consistent basis.
Yeah.
And I feel the effects of it too, because all of the things that are demanding my time and energy, it's honestly, my biggest battle right now is busyness. That's what the enemy is using to keep me not in a place of peace or as connected to the Lord on a heart level, not just a information level with God, but a heart level. Yes. And I agree, that's where my heart needs, it's needing that and wanting that too. I think, for me, it's in this wedding planning season, it's in the middle of kind of work the plan, cause I've got a got a plan.
You're working a lot of plans right now.
Yeah, it's I've got a plan that me and my fiance, are working together as we're planning. But in the midst of that, I have to remind myself, okay, I have a certain amount of bandwidth. And I think one of the things, I actually read this in this book called Emotionally Healthy Spirituality. I know I've mentioned it on the podcast a couple of times before. One of the things that is connected to people who are emotionally mature is actually recognizing your limits. And when I read that for the first time, I was like, wow, I must be in that area. I must have maturity of an infant. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Because that is really hard for me to do. And because I want to do so many things. I want to be with and bless so many people that, wow. And when our commitments change in different seasons, we have to reassess our limits. And so for me, it is kind of part of working the plan, but as I work the plan, having that regular time to evaluate, okay, is this actually working in the midst of the commitments that I have to get done? And even this past week, my fiance and I, we sat down and we just went through okay, we listed out all of our current commitments, and then we reprioritize them. What are things we have to do? What are things we really want to do? And then what are things that can wait until the next season? And we pushed, not very many, but still, we pushed a couple things out, which I'm like, good. Like, we don't have to think about that.
Something moved off the list.
Exactly, which is great. So that's where I'm at in this journey, is the working the plan and just giving myself more space for the commitments that I have, and realizing where my limits actually fall.
Yeah, that's really good.
So,
well, ladies, I hope that was an encouragement to you, that you can see like, hey, we definitely don't have it all figured out, and we have to go back ourselves and realign, reset.
Yeah.
So I hope that was encouraging, and just really wanting to hear from you. How's it going? Let us know where you're at so we can help you rise. All right, we'll see you next time.